Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. I was going to try to be serious in this episode today. I don't know why I felt like I needed to be serious. But now I'm like, nah, man, I can't do it. I mean, I can be serious at times, but for the most part, I am the goofiest person you will ever meet. Like, if you sit down and just have a conversation with me, it's somebody's guaranteed to laugh. All right, point blank simple. But anyways, today's episode. All right, what episode are we on? Like episode freaking 40. Well, because technically, so the first season was 10, so each episode, so it'd be like 40. So yeah, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I just did like a hidden message within my own episodes and seasons and stuff, because if I'm like 43, 44, I don't even know. I have no idea what episode I'm on right now. But anyways, today's episode, getting scammed. Now, getting scammed can happen to you in many ways, in different ways, from phone calls to text messages to Facebook messages to plain old simple websites you will go to. You could get scammed anywhere. Honestly, anywhere. I don't know how many times where, like, just throughout my life, a scam call called up my mom, and she's just like, because my mom, she's like, she has like a savage way of talking to people and things. So it's like, if you do call my mom, just prepare to get roasted, because it ain't even so much as like roasted, but she will like she won't even make you feel like a scam caller anymore. Like, at this point in time now, you guys are just full blown arguing. Like, forget the fact that you called her trying to scam her out of her money and stuff. Like, no, you guys are just gonna be sitting there arguing and things. But with me, because she always tries to tell me about that stuff, and I'm like, I'm not trying to like make it seem like I know it all, but like with getting scammed, like, yeah, I know that. I know that stuff already. That stuff doesn't get to me, or it doesn't get me, it doesn't like fake me out and things. Because I've had so many different types of ways people try to scam me and stuff, and I don't know. They should just put me on the list like people we can't scam, because this guy, he ain't taking it. Like, you gotta understand, all right? And maybe there's people around my age that they don't, but I spent the majority of my life on the internet, okay? So that means I know the good and I know the bad. You guys have to understand, I was downloading music from Limewire, okay? And the second time around, I realized Limewire ain't nothing but a place with like, just with viruses. So at that point in time, I'm like, no, I gotta figure out another way, okay? My thing is that I always figured out a way to do something on the internet, all right? So it's like, if there's things that I came across or stuff that I seen, I'm like, this can't be real. Because it's like, no, like, when there was times like with I don't even know why did I bring up LimeWire? I feel like what I was saying, like what I had in my mind, like the idea of what I was going to say, I felt like it was just gonna roll off. But now I think about it, I'm like, why did I even mention LimeWire and stuff? Like, I guess, like, I mean, I guess I've been on there since then. But all right, so you know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna change it up, because LimeWire, that's we're scratching that out. I did not mention LimeWire. So when I would get cheat codes for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I would always go to this website called Cheat Code Central. And on that website, they'll have some old dumb stuff like, you just won $10,000. I'm like, how do they even know what who I am? Like, how, like, wait a minute, what? Like, this ain't, how does this even, like, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, let's go back. How did I even win the money? Like, how, like, what did I do? Like, I downloaded, or not downloaded, but I was copying cheat codes from a website. And then that's the thing, like, because I think I mentioned it in the last podcast, I like to question stuff. So I'm like, well, how many other people are getting this message? Because it's like, this could have been anybody. I'm like, no, I don't want this. Like, this doesn't even seem legit. So it was stuff like that that prepared me early. And yeah, I've been on the internet since then. So I guess all right, you know what, LimeWire is no longer scratched out. So yeah, during my days of downloading LimeWire music and copying cheat codes and stuff, then yeah, I mean, I've been on there since then. So it's like now I'm used to that stuff. Like even on Facebook. So no, Facebook, I've had people like my own friends, like, so no, well the situation with that would their account would get hacked. And somebody would be messaging like their friends and stuff talking about, because no, the one it was like some random friend. That's why I like when friends message me, I don't know whether it's fake or not, they try and get me in some pyramid scheme or what, but yeah, it was like, I remember my one of my friends, they hit me up, and I was just thinking like they were just randomly hitting me up and things, just seeing how I was doing. And then they started talking about like, oh, I just got a check in the mail, you should have gotten one too. I'm like, no, I shouldn't. I don't even, like, I don't work for no I seriously, what was I even doing at the time? Did I just start making, I think I might have just started doing YouTube videos, and so I'm like, bro, I ain't got no check in the mail. Like, my videos haven't even been monetized yet. What are you talking about? Like, what is this? Like, no, how, Sway, how? Because I'm like, I'm not understanding this, and so I'm like, I'm positive I do not have a check in the mail, and it's like, because no, the thing is like, okay, I go out there and check, there ain't nothing there. And I'm like, I kept telling the hacker person that I'm like, I know for a fact I ain't got no check. And they was like, well, can you just go check real quick? I'm like, this is stupid. So I ended up unfriending that person. And yeah, I was like, I think, or how did I might have contacted them or in some sort of way and was just all like, hey, your account got hacked or something like that. So I unfriended you. I don't want to be your friend anymore because you got hackers trying to scam me and things. And so, but yeah, it was like that. I just find stuff like that stupid. Like, I don't know, maybe they must have thought that was one of those like people that just don't go on the internet that much. But I'm like, look up my name. Like, I've been on the internet, I've seen things. Like, I know when I'm getting scammed and stuff. And I always see like news reports of it and things, and that's why I'm like, okay, because whoever this number is, like I wish there was a way where you can like do some research about that number, because if it's like, if I'm just at home chilling, all right, I'm not doing anything to anybody, I haven't bought anything crazy like recently and stuff. The only thing that I bought was some shoes. If I got a scam call and they're talking about, oh, you owe $15 million in taxes, like pay up now and things, or otherwise you're going to prison, I'm like, well, it looks like I'm going to prison because I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, how would that even happen? You know, like, what's going on? Like, somebody please sit down and explain that one to me. I'm like, okay, well, so like an official or somebody like comes to my house, all right, and well, then again, I'm like, no, you wouldn't want to take it that far, because then they go out there and they try to kill you and take your credit cards and stuff. So no, don't do that. But I don't know, like, I just felt like that I'm like, there needs to be like an official way of like telling me that and things. But it's like anything, I feel like now, like, anything can go, like they can send that stuff to you in the mail. But it's like people should, like, I don't know, that type of stuff should be monitored. Like, if I'm getting mail like that and things, I don't know, like, I'll be kind of mad, because I'm like, okay, well, who allowed this to even be in my mailbox? Like, I know there has to be that one, like, nosy, like, mom or something that has to, like, look at people's mails and things and then see, like, you couldn't have just tossed that in the garbage and things. Like, I don't want to see stuff like that. That's a waste of, like, opening up the mail, or opening up the letter and then telling like and then reading that, like, that's a waste. I'm like, I'm so upset that I just read this. Like, this is stupid. But anyways, yeah, it's like, it's just stuff like that. It's like where they don't give you no backstory on why you owe money or how you won this, or, you know, all this other stuff. But it's like, yeah, and they give you no backstory on it. Then, like, how am I supposed to, like, know if it's legit or not? Like, me, my thing is like, I need a backstory. How do you even know who I am? How did you contact me? How did this come about? Like, or how do I owe this much money? Or how did I win this much money and things? I wasn't on The Price is Right. I wasn't on Wheel of Fortune. I wasn't on Jeopardy. I didn't win the lottery. How did I win this much money and things? And so it's like, or how did I come in this much money? Or how did, like, a check get sent to me and things? You know, my thing is like, I gotta question this person until they get annoyed, and then they don't even want to, like, deal with me anymore. That's how I feel like that's how you get rid of a scam caller or anybody that is trying to scam you and stuff. And plus, like, I know there's, like, things that you, like, emails prime example, but they put that stuff in your spam box for a reason. But there might, I don't know. Well, then again, yeah, it's like, if it's in your spam, don't mess with it. Don't mess with it at all. Like, if it's, like, I don't know, like, I guess if there's a website that you are signing up for and they're all like, hey, your mail might get sent to, or what you get from us, it might get sent to your spam box, so check that and things. That'll probably be the only time if they tell you to check your spam box and what you're looking for is there, but don't click on anything else, alright? Do not do that. And the other thing I would have to say, the one where I've been recently noticing it, is Instagram. Now, there's, like, a lot of, like, spam and scam accounts on there talking about, oh, click this link for sexy photos, or click this, or click on this link. They just say some old dumb stuff, but I'm like, okay, how do you, like, the thing is like, how do you know who I am? Like, you don't, like, and that's how I know. It's like when they, like, view my stories, or they like my photos, or they comment on one of my photos and things. My thing is like, I expect this person to be from YouTube. I expect this person to leave numerous comments, like numerous photos, send messages that look real. Okay, not send the same message somebody else just sent me. Like, me, if I had been that, like, scam person, I had been, like, no, they would have had no choice but to call me a scam artist. Because I would have made my scam look so real that anybody could have fell for it. Alright? The President of the United States could have fell for it. That's how I would do things. Alright? And I'm not overall saying that that's what these guys need to do. Like, overall, what they need to just do is just take themselves off the internet or stop calling people. Like, I know you can't be getting paid for this type of stuff. Like, you out here, like, it's, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. It's like people, they do too much trying to, like, scam people out of their money and things. And now it's like, I know when I hear stories on the news when people be talking about that, where they got some scam call, gave the person their information, and now they done lost out on money, or they gotta, like, get their social security number changed, or, you know, like, do something to where it's overall aiding them. But it's like, to go through all of that trouble, like, that's what I'm like, my thing is like, I don't believe anything until I got police officers knocking on my door saying I'm under arrest. Okay, then that's when I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know. So, like, is there a way for this to be figured out and things, and for it to be solved in a much more better way or something, you know, or like the way that it should have been solved? Because I'm down for that. I just don't, it's hard for me to trust, like, things now where you got all these scam callers and all that stuff, like, calling you up saying you owe this amount of money and things. I'm like, okay, well, until some police officers knock on my door saying I'm arrested, then that's the only way I'll believe it. But until then, I'm going to continue buying my sneakers and my video games and my Tyson chicken strips and my Red Bull and my Core Power protein shakes. Like, I'm going to continue on buying everything that I've been buying, okay? Because I don't see how, if this is all I'm doing, okay, paying some bills here and there, how in the world do I owe this much money in whatever I owe this much? Like, who is the person? Who's the head leader? Who's the one leading this? Okay? Because then I'm going to need to talk with them. Then I'm going to need to talk to the person underneath them. Then I'm going to talk to another person underneath that person. See? That's the thing. Like, if a scam caller or somebody that called me up, I'm going to annoy them. I'm like, and that's all right. So I'm going to just give you guys some tips and things just on how to not deal with this type of stuff. First off, don't pick up the phone. If an unknown number calls you, do not pick up the phone. In fact, look for a text message. If that person knows you, they will send you a text message, okay? Now, there might be some people out there that will call you, but my thing is how I see everything, and I'm like, okay, if you do call me and I don't pick up, and then you call me again, and I send you a text message saying, who is this? And then you don't respond, then yeah, at that point in time, then the conversation is over. Okay, because that's usually how things go with me. The person will call, I won't pick up. In fact, I'll decline the call. Then they'll call again. Then I just decline the call again. And I'll just be like, who is this? Because I need a text. I need some verification. My thing is like that's usually how I get people to verify who they are. They text me. I'm like, I have my own little verification setup thing, and it's me. Okay, I'm the person that verifies if you real or not. Like, did you go to school with me? Who are you? All right, like I need to know some things before this leads into a conversation and stuff. So yeah. I don't trust that stuff, man. I really don't. But anyways, yeah, don't pick up the phone if it's like an unknown caller. If that phone number, I remember this rapper named Schoolboy Q. He said that if your number is not programmed into that person's phone, it's like that person shouldn't pick up. So overall, if you're not programmed in my phone, I'm not picking up. All right, and there's people where it's like, I guess like there's some people where it's like I can recognize their number and I know who it is based off of previous text messages and previous phone calls. Then I'm like, oh, okay, that's that person and things. But anybody else, like a random number, they talking about freaking Toronto, Canada. Like, who can be possibly calling me from Toronto, Canada? I'm like, I know, like at that point in time, you need to verify on social media, text message, everywhere. You need to verify it everywhere, okay? And it's like, it's more so, it's kind of like a catfishing thing. Like, like that's overall like kind of how it is if you like think about it and stuff. Because when people get catfish, like they're not really verifying who they are. So that's why I'm like, when even in those catfish episodes, like you gotta use like tactics like how they do on there and stuff. Like if they won't FaceTime you, or they won't send you a picture of themselves, or they won't do this or they won't do that things. I'm like, then the person's fake. They're a fraud. All right, but then it's like if they are willing to do all that stuff, then they're not fake. They're not a fraud. Like you know this person. But if we're in catfish situation, like that's that actual person and things. So yeah, overall, that's that actual person. It's not a fake. It's not a scam. And that's how I feel like people, they just need to, you need to see everything's like they need to you need to be a human verification person thingy-majiggy. I don't know what to overall call it. You just need to be that verifier. Okay, and verify if this person is real or not. And if they're not real, then yeah, overall, ditch the situation and let it go. And what else? I guess if you get it in the mail, then wait until like a further notice. Like I know overall you don't want to go to jail, you don't want to go to prison and things. But if you're getting stuff in the mail saying you owe like $15 billion and stuff, then I feel like that's when you need to probably call like maybe a higher up company like the IRS. Because I feel like if that's the case, you owe that much money and things, then yeah, you need to call the IRS and see what's the going on. All right. Then once you call the IRS and they're all like, we did not send anything out like that. In fact, you don't owe any money at all. Like, so we don't know where that came from. But yeah, call up places like the if there is a company calling you saying that you owe money and things, then yeah, maybe call the IRS or something and see if that has anything to do with there, or see if you could get some like information from them. Because probably the IRS, like when of course, like if somebody's trying to scam you out of your money and things, probably the best place to call is the IRS. I feel like that there has to be like some line, like a hotline or somebody there that can help you in a situation like that. Because I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense. I owe all this money and stuff, and I haven't like got no actual I don't know. I guess it's like it's good because I have family that works for the IRS, so they can like tell me and things like some stuff that be going on. So I kind of know about that stuff already. But yeah, for the most part, it's like I got taught that stuff young. Like when I was like, yeah, back in my day when I'm making myself seem so old, but I'm only 23 years old. But yeah, back in my day when I was getting cheat codes for Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, and all that stuff, like I got introduced into that stuff so young where they're all like, you won this, or you've been compromised, and now you need to call this number and all this other dumb stuff. And I'm like, no, you will not get me, kind sir. So thank you, good day. Thank you, good day. Okay, you are not getting anything from me. I'm not with it. I ain't got the time to be even dealing with stuff like that too. I'm like, who has the time for that? Like, who sits down and be like, you know what? I'm gonna scam people out their money. Like, who sits down and takes the time to do all that stuff? Like, or even on freaking Instagram, when they be creating those fake accounts and things, and they be talking about, hi, how are you, and stuff. You want to see sexy photos? Click on this link. And I'm like, bruh, do you guys not have anything better else to do? Like, ain't nobody, like, there might be some kid out there that'll fall for that stuff, and I'm like, man, you guys, y'all need to find something better else to do. Get you a job, okay? Do what most people do, but you acting like that and things, like, nah. It ain't gonna slide with me. So, anyways, yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. That's all I can really think about talking, or like, yeah, this all the stuff that I just got off the top of the dome. Stuff I could think about at the moment. But yeah, if you guys need me to do like a follow-up podcast on this, then I will. There's some questions that you need to be answering, things like, oh, what do I do in this situation, or how can I be helped in this situation? Yeah, just if you're on YouTube, then yeah, comment below, or if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, yeah, click on any of my videos and things, and then it should pop up in my comment section. Or actually, no, tweet me on Twitter at TMossBoss, spelled the same exact way it is in the name of this podcast. And yeah, tweet me on there and then ask me some questions if you do have questions about anything regarding my podcast or episodes and stuff that I've talked about. And what else can I say? Oh, and if you're going onto the website SeatGeek for the first time, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. Once again, spelled the same exact way it is in the title. Use my promo code TMossBoss and it knocks $20 off your first purchase. So, anyways, that is not a scam, okay? That's real, okay? That's real. I'm actually saving money, all right? I'm helping you guys save money. So, anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video or podcast. If you're viewing this on YouTube, then yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're viewing this on an or listening to this on a podcast streaming service, then follow me or subscribe to me, however it's set up on that podcast streaming service. And yes, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening or watching, and peace.